Hi guys, Happy New Year. It's Lauren here, aka Flossabilities, back with my first video of 2022. Woo! Hi guys, hope you had a great New Year. Back on the first weekend of the month, which is my goal moving forward, just to film on the first weekend of every month, and we'll just review what I did from last video to the next. Yeah, it's unseasonably warm here. It is the 2nd of January. We've got a fun fill video. I've got piles of stuff around me, guys, here. It's a bit of a hard one to set up. But yeah, we are back, and yeah, that's it. I hope you all had a lovely New Year, really. We had a great Christmas. COVID got in the way a bit without going into too much detail, but we made the best of it as a family. And I know loads of people that's happened to this year. So yeah, onwards and upwards, and we'll see what this year brings. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to do a giveaway, and then my second segment is whips. I do have some from Mama Flossabilities this week, and then my last segment, for those who are interested, I have what I got for Christmas stitchy or Chris Dunn related. I know I like watching that segment, so I've put that in for those who are interested. And yeah, that's it. So before I start the giveaway, I mentioned in the last video we hit 2,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank you so much, guys. So I've been looking through my stash, trying to find anything that I'm happy to give away, you know, that I haven't stitched or will stitch or have stitched. A lot of my presents I get, my stash, is presents, is gifts. So I don't tend to have a lot in my cupboard that I can give away. But I found some bits, and the first 5 items are physical charts. And I can only send them to people in the UK. And the reason for that is that I set a rule when I did Flosstube, just a security thing that my partner and me wanted to make sure that we just kind of did, was that I couldn't put my address from the channel when it's outgoing from channel. So I did a bit of research, and when it's going from the UK to someone in the UK, I don't need to put my address on. So I would rather risk it and just try and send these to someone without my address on than them just languishing in my cupboard. I've never had anything returned to me over the years, you know, touch wood. So fingers crossed that they'll get to everyone okay. And then for those who are overseas, my lovelies, what I'm going to do is, for the number 6 item for giveaway, is I'm going to do a PDF chart so I can rack someone. That just means random act of kindness in the cross-stitch world. We're going to rack someone a pain-free crafts chart, so everyone can go in for that. You know, if you're in the UK and you want to go in for that more, you can do that. Or if you're overseas, it's your way of joining in to celebrate the 2K subscribers. So yeah, I've done my best to try and include everyone as much as I could within the bounds of my rules. So yeah, so without further ado, so these are just for UK, the first ones, and we're going to go with a number system. So pattern number 1, and the first 3 have a bit of a theme. Pattern number 1 is a Heaven and Earth Designs World Travel Bookshelf pattern. And before anyone asks, I didn't print them out. These are the ones that you can buy where they are already printed out for you, so kind of official ones. So, you know, like you can go 1 2 3 Stitch and buy them. So I think a couple from 1 2 3 Stitch, and I think this one is from a UK, you know how they have like exhibitions and craft stalls. It was one of those, and I bought it about 10 years ago. But the whole pattern's in here. The packaging it comes in might be a little bit dog-eared from how long I've had it, but ultimately the actual, you know, pattern is not written on or anything like that. So this is by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called World Travel Bookshelf. This one has, you can get through the sticker, 89 colours. And it's 750 stitches by 542. These patterns I thought would be good for someone who still likes to use highlighter and paper. It's their thing. They don't want to use pattern keeper, so these are all ready to go for you. They're just regular patterns, regular size chart. You know, they're not blown up or anything. It's just a normal one. Or for people who are a bit more tech savvy than me, if you've got the patience and the nous to take this pattern and get it on pattern keeper somehow, by all means go in for it. I just don't have the patience. I just like doing my PDFs, throwing it on there. I'm just terrible. So yeah, so number one, put a numerical one in your comment if you want to be entered for the World Travel Bookshelf and you're from the UK. Usual rules, by the way, guys, no under 18, don't say giveaway, things like that. Oh, and I'll give you the whole of January till January 31st to, there's that sun coming, January 31st to get in your entries, and then on the next video we will announce the winners. Okay, so chart number 2, so enter a 2 if you want to be considered for Heaven and Earth Designs, Cabin in the Woods. Beautiful pattern. I think this is so gorgeous. And it's thinner than the other one, so it is a smaller one. It's 350 width by 483 height. Doesn't say how many colours in that one. Yeah. Cabin in the Woods is number 2. Gorgeous. Number 3, my favourite. And I do love this chart. I've got it, but on pattern keeper. That's why I'm giving away the paper one away. So I've got this, I think, from 123 Stitch before pattern keeper came out. That is Heaven Earth Signs Trick or Treat. It's the Randolph Spangler one. I'm hoping you can see. It's quite a famous one. If you check out Nikki K Crafts, you should check her out anyway. She's brilliant. She has done kind of about up to here. It's a big piece, this one. So you get to see it stitched. And also Kim, the Spartan stitcher, she went with kind of what's it called? Cross country in the black, and then has gone down to this corner here. So if you want to see what this one looks like stitched, then check out them ladies' channels. This is 87 colours, design size 625 width by 890 height. Randell by Spangler, Trick or Treat. This is number 3. Put a 3 in. So it's moved around. After I've done the giveaway, I'm going to pause anyway before I do my whip, so I'll just mess about with the curtain. Okay, that was 3. Number 4. Number 4 is actually kind of courtesy of the fabulous Dena from Half Stitch Cross Stitch. I won a giveaway from Dena back in 21. And because she's so lovely, she included extra charts along with the charts that I went in for. And she knew my taste. Sorry, I've got a low battery. She must have knew my taste because one of the charts I actually already had. So I messaged her and said, do you mind if I gave that away, you know, so someone will stitch it because I've got a duplicate. And she very graciously said, yeah, she agreed with me that she'd prefer someone to stitch it than it just sit in my cupboard. So I'm going to give that away now. And that is the Cricket Collection. It's Leaping Rabbit. So it's mainly this pattern, but this one is in it as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. I have this one because I want to do it at some point. Designed by Vicky Hastings. So this is number 4 if you want to receive this in the UK, number 4. Okay, and the last one for the UK people is Lizzie Kate. This is number 5. Number 5 in your comment. This is one I got for Mama Flossabilities, and I did for her, which is Life is Not Measured, number 160. And it just says, life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I changed all the colours up, but it's a lovely pattern. So yeah, number 5 if you want to stitch this one. And then, as I said, number 6 is a PDF pattern from Paine Free Crafts. So not the SAL, sadly, guys. The only ones I can do is just normal full coverage PDFs. There is loads and caters to so many tastes. So yeah, if you want to go in for the Paine Free Crafts one, you just put number 6 somewhere in your comment, the number 6, and then I'll be able to find you. So yeah, guys, enjoy. I hope they were okay, and I just want to say thank you again for helping me get to 2k subscribers. But yeah, if we just we'll put the cut off 31st of Jan to give everyone plenty of time, and then in the February video I will release who the winners were, and I'll get them sent out at some point in February. Okay, so next segment, we're going to go over to whips, got some Mama Flossability whips, and then final segment is haul. So I will see you over there in a minute. See you in a minute, guys. Oh. Hi guys, back with the whip segment now. So the first ones I'm going to show you is actually pictures I managed to sneak at Mama Flossabilities. She's been doing some Christmas stitching, and I don't think you've seen either of these. So the first one is, this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is where she is up to now, and if my partner just keeps that on the screen for me. So this is Forest Santa by the artist Ruben McHugh, and it is a Charting Creations pattern. They're the ones who charted it. She's doing this 1/1 on 25 count, and she wanted me to let you know that she is stitching it in so you know you have 10 by 10 blocks, she's doing 20 by 20 diagonals. She started off with 10, found that she was bleeding a lot, so just made it easier on herself and went into 20 by 20. Absolutely gorgeous greens, teals in this pattern, and she's working her way along the top row, I believe. And there's a beautiful big Santa in the middle. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I think Mama Flossabilities, when she's doing it page by page, at the end when you've got the tiny few stitches left, she was struggling to translate between Pattern Keeper and her pattern what was left and what colours, and so she's found that it's a lot easier for her doing the 20-20 by diagonal, and she hasn't got that problem anymore. So yeah, that's one of the main things she's been working on this Christmas, just to, you know, change up for Christmas, but it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's that one. The next one is it's a Madame Chantilly pattern. I bought it for Christmas last year, called Coco, and this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is what it looks like today. So she's nearly finished it. I think she's put it down for a bit because the white's doing a heading. The white writing, as it does us all sometimes. So she's stitching this on 32 count Snowflake. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous linen from Lakeside Needlecrafts. And she's managed to position the animals so like they're standing on snow, and then the snow falling on them, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so vibrant. I wish you could see it in real life. It's absolutely gorgeous, but this is the best I could do at the moment, and we've got a picture of it. So yeah, so that's what Mama Flossabilities has been working on. Aren't they both gorgeous patterns? Lovely. Okay, so my whips. So first one is cheese delivery. This is what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like today. So I'll just go in a bit. It's really hard to see what you guys can see. Peeking at you. So sun's gone in now. Typically I've got no light now. So where did we go to? So it's only been 20 days since my last video. So I'm actually really impressed with my progress, because I've only had 20 days of stitching. About 5 of them were non-stitchy days due to Christmas and New Year. And I've managed to finish this whole page in that time. I was like half of the box last time you saw it. And I've bled a bit into here. Sorry, I've got a few part threads. Don't normally part, but I was just I had too much thread left over that I didn't want to kind of carry on. I wanted to get the page finished. So these pages are usually 3,500, but because I'm also doing a partial page at the bottom to make it one big page, they're now 5,000 stitches. So I'm actually really impressed with my progress, but I don't actually know how many stitches I've done. I forgot to write it down last time. So what I do know is that I was at 74.10% last time you saw it, and I'm now at 77.14%. So we're just making our way along this row. I'm hoping you can see bits of this, guys, because I can't really see what you're seeing. The sun's gone in now, but it's like to the point where it's like really dark. Oh, it's just typical. Never mind. Right. This is Wise Old Owl, what it'll look like when it's finished. And this is what it looked like last time you saw it. And here he is today. I've actually got my stitch numbers for this one, remembered. Oh, I just love him. So, a bit hard to tell far away. I'll go in. I'll zoom in. I worked on, it's so dark, the prism and the rest of this page, which is the book on this book. It's not helping because it's so dark. Let me go right in, see if you can see that. So I did 3,139 stitches. It was at 68.15%, and he's now at 70.37%, and I'm so chuffed with that, to say it's only been 20 days since I last saw you, and a lot of them stitchy time was lost. Oh, that might be a bit better if I hold it on an angle towards the light. So you can see the prism and the magnifying glass. I've just got this corner of the book to do, and I'm going to try and get these 2 pages finished in this rotation. So we've got a telescope here, corner of the book, more of this blue, but you see this bit here, that's the start of the ledge to finish this, and then a bit more wood effect, and then we're on to the last row of pages. Absolutely love Wise Old Owl. He's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to have him finished and up on my wall. Lovely. So the final one is not a whip yet, but I am going to show you it in this section. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this yet, or waiting to buy it and don't want to see it, I'm about to show you the first instalment of the Paine Free Craft Cell. So these are all done by the artist Chris Dunn, charted by the company Paine Free Crafts. Mine are all stitched on 25 count Easy Guide fabric 2/1 full cross. The Sal is by Paine Free Crafts, and they commissioned Chris Dunn to create a piece never seen before. It's not full coverage, it could be anything. And we received the first instalment on the 1st of Jan, and this is a picture of it here. So my partner just keeps that up while I talk about it. I'll try and move to the left a bit. So it's the framework that we got. I was thinking, oh, we're going to get an animal. What we're going to get? I had no clue. And then it was the framework. So it's good though, because, so I've ordered some fabric for it. I've ordered 32 count Murano in ivory. They recommended a light neutral colour. What it looks like to me is, it's obviously an oval, and I think it looks like a window. You get like old fashioned kind of on like Tudor houses where you have this really kind of thick grey pattern in the window. So I think it's kind of like homage to this window, and then it's going to be like different animals in it. That's my speculation. Maybe a few flowers here and there. I don't know. I'm just so excited. So it's only 3 colours, but it's a lot of stitching in this segment. So my plan is to work on cheese livery for about 10 days. and then my fabric should have arrived, and then I'm gonna have a break from the full coverage, and I'm just gonna work on the framework for 6 to 10 days and hope that I get it done in that time. But as I said, it's probably about 35 days before my next video, because I'm doing it like the first weekend of every month. So I'm hoping I should have time to do the entire framework on this first instalment, and then I'll have 10, 11, 12 days on Wise Old Owl, so I think it'll work fine. So yeah, just waiting on my fabric to arrive. I'll show you next month the next instalment we received, and I'll show you my completed framework, hopefully, from what I did in January. So yeah, so they're my whips, guys, and I'll let you go now. If you don't want to watch the next segment, which is my stitchy gifts, then Happy New Year. And I'll see you next video, and those who are staying, I'll see you in the next segment. Okay. Hi guys, I was just really worried about the light in the whip segment, and I just feel like you're not getting a good picture of Cheese Delivery and Wise Old Owl, and it's casting shadows over it, it's making it look bumpy, and it just doesn't look like that to me in person. So I've just come behind the camera to just show you a bit better without the light tricking it. So this is the top so far where we're up to. Just go down, it's just a 2-minute segment just to show you, and then this is where I've worked on this time. So I filled in all this box here, and I'm moving into this piece. But yeah, so this is Cheese Delivery, and I think it's a much better shot of it. The light is just so bad, and I'm just worrying that you're not seeing it, you know, its best self. So this is where we're up to Cheese Delivery, and then I'll just come across, and this is Wise Old Owl, and this is the bit I worked on. You can see that much better in this light I'm in, but now I'm behind the camera. So there's the prism I was referring to, and then the edge of the ledge, and this is the piece so far. Okay, I'm just going to throw this in at the end of the whip section, guys, just so you've got a much better overview of them. And I don't know if I might just do this bit in the future, if the light's failing me. Okay, guys, thank you. See you soon. Hi guys, back with my last segment of my stitchy gifts for Christmas. I don't know what's going on with the light. I've now had to put a light on. It's gone that dark. It's yeah, it's a bit of a weird video for the light. It's really bright at the beginning, and then it goes really grey. But I can't help it. I've done everything I can to try and brighten us up. I'm going to start, to make it easier on my partner, with PDF gifts that I received, just so we can get them out of the way at the beginning, and then the rest of it is me physically showing you. So the first item I got from my partner was another Pain-Free Crafts chart, which is another Chris Dunn, which is Feast. And I'll put the picture here while I talk to you about it. Elaine, Elliewellie Stitcher, will recognise this one. She's made a start on this piece. So you've enabled me, Elaine, for a change. So if you want to see a start on this, go and check out Elliewellie Stitcher. You should just check her out anyway, because she's fabulous. This is just a brilliant scene. I imagine this in my future dining room, because it's all the animals eating at the table, trying to be all posh, but they all look like they're just kind of grabbing at food a bit. So I think this would just look fabulous to mirror image the family at dinner. While you've got that on the wall. It's been out a while, this one. I've been just slowly collecting them, and this year this was the one that we picked to send me. I counted how many Pain-Free Crafts Chris Dunn charts I have, and I've got 23 now, not including the Sal. Of them 23, I've done one, and 2 are on the way to being done, so that'll leave me 21 Chris Dunns to do, and there's always more being released, so I think this number will grow. I've got a problem. So yeah, so I've added another one to the collection with my lovely partner getting me Feast. So yeah, that's that one. The next two should be physical charts, and Mama Flossabilities will be howling now as I say this, because we have a kind of unwanted Christmas tradition in our family, is that Mama Flossabilities seems to lose, seems to buy me a gift and then loses it in the house somewhere. Last year it was hand creams. They resurfaced about June, and this year it's two charts that she bought me. She cannot for love nor money find them in the house, and she has tipped everything out, looked for them, so she's going to rebuy them. I've told her not to, but she wants to rebuy me them. So I don't have them at the moment, but these are mine, so I'm going to just put the pictures here. So one is the first one is it is Summer Samplers by Prairie Schooler. I don't have a lot of summer charts, but I love these samplers, especially the middle one. And so I asked if I could have the summer one, particularly because I really need to have more summer in my stash. But these are absolutely gorgeous. So that's the first one, Summer Samplers by Prairie Schooler. The second one is Christmas Samplers 2 by Prairie Schooler. I just fell in love with the middle one, particularly Merry Christmas. I also love the Angels one because that's one of my favourite carols. But I just think they're absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to do these in the future. So thank you very much, Mama Flossabilities. And oh, we got a bit of light. And I'm so sorry that we don't have them. She said if they resurface in the summer, I'll give them away as a Flosstube giveaway if she has to rebuy them. So yeah, so I will have them, and I will show you the physical copy once they arrive as well. Okay, so that's them. Oh, okay, so the next thing I got was from my partner. So back in, I think it was back in August, my partner surprised me with the first 6 Country Cottage Needleworks Sampler of the Month series for like an anniversary. And he said, I'll get you the other 6 at Christmas. And he did. He didn't let me down. So these are always really hard to see on camera. So he'll kindly put a picture here to make it better for you to see. So the first one is July sampler. I'll try and go over this side so we've got room on that one. That's July sampler. And then we've got August. Absolutely love the sandcastle and everything summery in this one. That's August. September. Beautiful. October. November. I love the little turkey and the Thanksgiving people. And then finally, December. So I have a full set now of these. Absolutely love them. Thank you so much to my partner. I've been spoiled. I always get spoiled. They're really, really lovely. Okay, so what else do we get? So, Mama Flossabilities and Father Flossabilities got me this, the cross stitch journal. It's really going to be helpful. I'll just give you an example. It's got project number 2, 1, and it goes in order. The pattern name section, pattern designer, start date, end date, stitched on, stitch count, stitch size, floss, time tracker, and notes. This is going to be brilliant for Flosstube for me, especially because I am going to have some new starts this year. I've already got the SAL, and then when these are done, I'm going to have a lot more non-full coverage whips, and it'll be really helpful for me to be able to put them on there. So that is the cross stitch journal. So that was brilliant. Thank you very much, Mama Flossabilities. Another thing from my partner, as these get released each year, he always tries to get me a couple more needle minders from Paine Free Crafts, and these are the two that I got this year. So we've got Jack's Rest Needle Minder, another Paine Free Crafts Chris Dunn chart, which I'm yet to do, and MasterChef. Very, very cute. I love these needle minders, very good quality, and I use them just generally, even if it's not on that pattern. Like I've got Christmas ones now, not relating to that, just because it's Christmas, and they come in this lovely little baggie. So yeah, they're from my lovely partner, thank you very much. What else? So I'll show you a couple of Chris Dunn bits I got. So it's becoming, and I'm very happy about this tradition, a tradition that I get the new Chris Dunn calendar each year, and my partner got me 21 last year, and he's got me 2022 this year. I've already got it on my tie because it's been hanging up for the 1st of Jan, because that is the first picture in it, which is a chart you can do as well. How stunning is that? It's an absolutely gorgeous calendar. I thought you might like to see it because it's Chris Dunn, even though it's not stitchy related. Absolutely love these. And I can see what the others are going to be on the back, but I try not to open it until the new month, because they're so beautiful when you open it big. I like to kind of be surprised by it each month, so I've only seen January so far. Okay. And then the other Chris Dunn item I got, I'm just a big kid really, is the next book he did with Steve Richardson as the kind of author, and then illustrated by Chris Dunn, and this is The Night Before Christmas. And it's basically 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, but it's been retold with Santa Paws instead of Santa Claus. Just give you some examples. This is a chart that I would love to do. I think they're checking if they're able to chart some of these patterns in here. Just look at that. Oh, I was sleeping. This guy as well. Oh, it's just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, there was a lady on Facebook who said, oh, I've got it for my children, and I was like, is it wrong that I want this book as well for Christmas when you've got it for your children? She's like, no, it's not wrong at all. It says Santa Paws. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love 'Twas the Night anyway. I mean, the pattern's behind me, and then mix it with animals, just onto a winner for me. So that was, yeah, very precious gift. Very, very happy with that. Then I'll just stick with the theme of non-stitchy, and then I've got two more stitchy things to show you. My partner's mum, she has taken to buying us like a single beautiful ornament to add to our ornaments each year, and this year was no exception, and they're absolutely stunning, and I just wanted to show you because they're animals. So the first one we got is a hummingbird. How stunning is that? And it's got like wing dipped gold sparkle in the Christmas tree lights. It's absolutely stunning. Isn't that gorgeous? So that was given to us to add to our animal collection because we've got woodland animals here. And I thought Miss Amy Loves Toads would like the next one, because I know she likes anything in this area. So I had to show you this. And it's it's a frog with pearls on and a crown. Notice the resemblance? Absolutely so cute, so whimsy, but also so very, very beautiful. I just absolutely love that. So, and the red and the green goes very well with this tree. So she did very well for us getting these. And I just thought I wanted to show you just because they're animals. And I know a lot of us like animals. We really stitch a lot of animals. Okay, so last two things I got. One is a fabric. So I asked my partner for this because it came, I had a reminder on 123 Stitch to let me know when it was back available, because it just seems to be always out of stock, and then when it comes in it's gone. So I asked him the minute I saw this free if he could get this for me for Christmas, and he did, because I want it for a pattern. So this is picture this plus half yard of 40 count legacy Newcastle linen. I've never stitched on 40 count, and when it arrived I was like, where are the holes? Sorry, where are the holes? It's just ridiculous. But I'm going to give it a try. So I'll just show you how beautiful this is. And it's one of those things where the next size down was too small for the pattern, but this is too big, so I'd rather have too much and then I can use it for something else. But it's absolutely stunning. And it's for this pattern. It calls for this pattern, which is one of the kind of top 20 I'd like to do after these. It's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Very, you know, I'm late to the party. A lot of people have done this or are working on this. That fabric is stunning with it. So yeah, ask for bits to help kit up future projects that were difficult to kit up because maybe the fabric was popular, or, you know, because of COVID, it's taken a while to come in. So I'm so happy to have this 40 count legacy, just so I've got more projects kitted up so that when these big whips are finished, I can get going with them. So thank you very much to my partner for that. And then the final thing my partner got me is a couple of videos ago I showed you I'd painted a kind of movable rubber tree that was white, and I painted it brown to go on my decor. And I'm obsessed with this tree. I'm determined in my next rotation to have an ornament week, and I'm going to slowly make ornaments for the season or celebration, you know, Christmas, Easter time that we're in. And I've got a few patterns for some of the seasons, but I didn't have Christmas. And again, Dena Half Stitch is doing these, and I've had my eye on these for a while. Again, low battery shouting at me. And so I wanted, it just tipped me over the edge, and I said, I'm getting them. I want them for Christmas because these are all ready to go as an ornament. All kit is a kit, and I can just make them and then put them on this tree at Christmas. So it's the Dimensions Gold Collection Christmas Village ornaments. Absolutely stunning they are, and like I said, I've seen a few people like Dena Half Stitch starting these, and I've had my eyes on them for years, and I've just finally took the plunge and asked for them for Christmas. So these are perfect to go fit on that tree, and they're a full kit. I can just, away I go, you know, and start making them as an ornament. So thank you very much to my lovely partner again for that. The one gift I forgot to tell you about, and it's staring at me, so I can't believe I forgot it. It's kind of a gift from me to you guys, really. I got, for Flosstube, a tripod. And that is what you're sitting on at the moment. And that's why, when I'm stopping filming, I'm like going, oh, because I'm still learning. And there is an actual Bluetooth button on it to stop it filming without me touching the screen. How amazing is that? So this is my first go of trying it. I was hoping that I would stop knocking the camera over by asking for this gift. So, I don't know, guys, you tell me, how does it feel? Do you feel pretty stable there? You look fabulous on it. But yeah, that was a really great gift. It's made it so much easier to move around and film, and it turns into a hand stick one and everything. It's a really good one. So yeah, really happy with that. So that's it. Oh no, it's not. I've got something hidden. Oh my goodness, you'd kill me. One of the best things, I got a handmade gift from Mama Flossabilities. Look at these guys. You might not know, but Mama Flossabilities is a woman of many talents. Not only does she stitch and card make, but she also knits. And she knitted me these from scratch. These soft, beautiful socks. Oh, I nearly welled up because they're handmade, and I know how much work goes into things like this. She taught me to knit when I was younger, but I definitely went down the cross stitch path. But I'll never say never, but I've got enough cross stitch to last me a lifetime. They're so beautiful. The wool is, I'm going to put the full description in the show notes of like knitty terms, because I don't know them, but what I do know is that the yarn, which I love the name of, is Holly and Ivy. And that's exactly what it is. You can see that. It's Holly and Ivy. They're so soft. and they're so well made. They look better than shop bought. You know, it's, I just love them. Mama Flossabilities, thank you so, so much. I think she made herself a pair as well. But they're so soft, and I've not put them on properly because I've been waiting to show you guys. I'm just making sure I've not missed anything else now after that. But yeah, that was amazing gift. Thank you very, very much. So no, that is truly now it. Thank you again for letting me share that with you. I just get so excited. I'm like a big kid, and I just want to show you, you know, look what I got, mummy. I'm so excited. But I know that you guys are all the same. We all love showing our stitchy bits and just and sharing the joy. So yeah. So good luck with the giveaway. I will see you the first weekend of February, so this will be a longer time now from the last one, just because we're going to start doing monthly video, and we'll see where we've got up to with cheese delivery, Wise Old Owl, and of course if I complete the first instalment of the sal, and we should hopefully have at least the second instalment to have a look to see what I will be stitching in February. So it's all very exciting. But thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in February. Have a great January, and speak to you soon.